Then next is fetching the data from the cursor. So how you have to fetch the data from a cursor? So first you have to declare cursor. Cursor name is C underscore EMP cursor. Select employee ID last name from employee where department ID equal to 30. So it is retrieve all the record from department ID 30 and store in a cursor. Okay. So after storing the value in a cursor, then it is retrieve a record. Then begin open, then cursor name, the fetch C underscore cursor into B employee number and B name. Exit when cursor is not found. Okay. So it is retrieve all the record. For retrieve a record from a cursor, we are using looping here. I'm creating a table here. Create table employee as select star from. I am creating a cursor. Select employee ID last name from employee where department ID equals to 30. Please retrieve all the record. So I am creating another table. It is employee I have wrongly written. Then I am fetching a record here. See here. It is retrieve all the record. Okay. It is open cursor and retrieve one record. Now it's saying that you have to use a loop to retrieve all the record. Okay, so here it is retrieve a single record. Now for retrieving all the record, we're using a cursor loop. Declare cursor, see employee cursor, select employee ID, last name from employee, where department ID equals to 30 for employee record in cursor. Please retrieve all the records. Okay. 114 replay 115, 116, 118, 119. Okay. So here by using of looping it is retrieve all the records. Now next is for closing a cursor. Loop heads employee cursor. It is fetching the record. After fetching or getting a record, then you have to close a cursor. Like close cursor. Then cursor and record. So it is, here you are closing a cursor. Then next example is your cursor and record. So first you have to define a cursor. Then cursor name, select employee ID, last name from employee, where department ID equals to 30. It is retrieve all the records, and after retrieving record, it is stored in the cursor object. Mm. It is a cursor and record example. Oh, yeah. Where E underscore employee record is row type. Begin, open cursor, then loop, fetch C underscore employee into B record. Okay, so it is retrieve a record and store in a cursor, then store into a record. Okay, so it is retrieve all the record from department ID 30, store in a cursor, and then it is stored in the record variable. Exit when in not found. cursor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
सर मैं चैट बॉक्स रे लिखिଛି।
Chat box है?
सर ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ ପଠଉଛି।
मेरे ଆସିଲା ଦେଖ। এটা হচ্ছে আমার কম মানে ফার্স্ট ডিফাইন ହେଲା cursor object is select employee id where last name equals to employee id is 30, so it is retrieve the record and store in a cursor. The begin open cursor is open and now fetch the record from cursor, that is retrieve a record from cursor and store in a record. Exit when the cursor is not found, then end of the loop. Then next is cursor for loop. The cursor for loop is a shortcut to process the explicit cursor. Okay, like we are using normal loop for retrieve a record, then cursor for loop is used also retrieve all the record. Okay, that is present in a cursor. The cursor for loop is a shortcut to process the explicit cursor. So in implicit open and fetch, exit and close the cursor, the record is implicitly declared. Then you learn to fetch the data from the cursor by using simple loop. You now learn to use the cursor for loop, which process the row in explicit cursor. It is a shortcut because the cursor is open. And a row is fetched once for each iteration on the loop. The loop is exit when the last row is processed. Guideline is what? Do not declare the record that control the loop. It is declared implicitly. Test the cursor attribute during the loop if required. So apply the parameter for a cursor if cursor is the in the parentheses. Okay, so it's saying that do not declare a record that control the loop. It is declared implicitly. So don't declare a record that controls the loop. Okay, it is the first point. Test the cursor attribute during the loop if required. Then test the cursor attribute during the loop required. Supply the parameter for a cursor. If required in the parameter following cursor name in the for statement. So you have to define a cursor name in a for statement. Okay, so take the photo of this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll go for ahead. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.